All right, let's pivot to Saturday. An exclusive Peacock game at night, preceded by an NBC game. The coverage for the pregame begins at 3 o'clock. Kickoff, I believe, is at 4 or thereabouts. Fantasy football pregame is on NBC at 1 o'clock Eastern. Bengals at the Steelers. Bills at the Chargers. Holiday doubleheader. And, yeah, it's Jake Browning and maybe it's Mason Rudolph. It's still Bengals-Steelers. And the Bengals have rebounded well to the adversity they've faced. The Steelers haven't. It feels like something weird's happening in Pittsburgh. They got to get their act together here quickly. Can they do it? This is one of the most fascinating games of the weekend for me because of this question of whether or not it's ending for the Steelers and Mike Tomlin. I think the next 3 weeks are going to be a major factor in where it goes. How does this game play out, in your opinion, with the Steelers 2-point underdogs at home to Jake Browning, an over-under of a mere 37 points?
It feels like a get back on track, Mike Florio, pasta and meatballs, Steelers find a way to win this game type of weekend, as far as the timing, the way they played and all that. But I think the things you bring up, I think the questions about Mike Tomlin, the future there, I think it's the first time ever I feel like there's like a legitimate chance this might end. The distractions of them having to talk about George Pickens or a receiver again and about his, lack of intensity and Pittsburgh way of football. Those are all distractions for the Steelers. And I just, as much as I kind of want to go, I think this is Mike Tomlin will get them turned around and ready this week. They've just been playing so bad that I can't even do it. I can't do it. And the Bengals have showed culture of, again, why they were in the AFC Championship game 2 years in a row and won once in the Super Bowl. It's more than, just one guy at quarterback. There's a whole team there. There's a bunch of playmakers, right? And this is a team in the Steelers where, the Bengals defense is not very good. They give up big plays. I don't even think the Steelers are good enough to take advantage of that in any shape, way, or form. Right? And then, the Steelers not necessarily great at taking care of the football either here. And I just go, the Bengals are good at that. They're good at taking away the ball. The other side of it, the Steelers defense, I feel like it's, starting to crumble a little bit as well. As we talked about, and I've kind of said the last few weeks, they've just had so much pressure on them. There's only so many weeks they can play ugly defensive ball and out-hit you and do all that. I'm going to go with the Bengals and Jake Browning. I think the Steelers fight, but I'm going to go 21-17 Bengals.
Oh, here we go. You hope that there will be disagreements, and you will have one that you can razz me about all day long on Saturday through that game and into the late game. My terrible towel's down there. I'm too lazy to pick it up. Steelers, when in doubt, 16-13. That's my default. Pasta and meatballs. Oh, mama, I'm in fear for my life of the long arm of the law. I feel like if the Steelers, and I said this last week, if they're ever going to turn it around, it's now. Well, this week, if they're ever going to turn it around, it's now. It's beyond embarrassing. They have to rectify the turds they've dropped on Heinz Field their past 2 home games. I make my pick with this notion that Kenny Pickett's going to play. They're probably going to list him as questionable later today. Thursday will be the day they do the final injury report for the Saturday game. I think he's going to play. I think there's been enough turmoil that, you either come together or you fracture and splinter and just completely shit the bed. I think Mike Tomlin this week finds a way to pull them together. They find a way to beat the Bengals. They find a way to get to 8-7 and keep alive their playoff hopes. 16-13 is my pick. All right.
I don't want to hear any of this excuse shit if Mason Rudolph starts or anything, all right? You pick the fucking Steelers and that shitty offense, whoever plays quarterback, I just want that to be known.
I just said that I'm assuming that Kenny Pickett is playing, I don't plan to make an excuse if he doesn't play. If my assessment is wrong and the Steelers lose, I'll live with it.
Yo, what up, homies? Thanks for watching. Remember, subscribe to Chris Simms Unbuttoned. Right now, we got Sunday pod, right? So you can have it Monday morning. We recap all the action. Wednesday, it's the What the Happened podcast. We're going to get deep in the weeds on the key matchups of the week. And then Thursday, I'm picking games with that jerk Florio. So you know where to find us, homies. Keep watching. Peace out. We'll see you.